guys, so welcome back to another video. Today's gonna be a little bit different because I am gonna walk you through my 2021 planner. I hope this gives you some awesome ideas for what to include in your own planner, or if you actually have, full disclosure, this planner is something that's in my TPT store. I really love how it turned out, and so if you've already purchased this, I also hope that this just helps you get the most out of your planner. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I am gonna do a video on how I made these covers. This is actually just a folder from Target. It was like 99 cents, and how cute with the rainbows. So look out for that video. I'm gonna teach you how to make this. Okay, so when you open up the planner, this is my paper one, but I also have a digital version of this planner because I've just found I am a weirdo that loves to do some things on paper and some things digital. So I will be also showing you my digital version of this and just the things that I like to keep only on the computer, and then things I only like to keep in paper. Okay, so this is also a cover that you could use. You could laminate it, but I just could not give up these rainbows. I just love it so much. I'm also using the Happy Planner binder rings here, and I'm also using their hole punch. So that is how I'm binding this. It also could work for a binder. I forgot what a binder was there for a second. But any way that you would like to, or a spiral. These are little half sheet to-do lists that I have in here. I think I just randomly forgot that they were in there, so I'm just gonna go ahead there. All of the cover pages are also laminated, and I also have little tabs that are included in the planner. How I did these is I just went ahead and taped them with packaging tape. So I printed them out, I laminate them. I actually don't think you should laminate them. It made it harder for it to bend because it is on the other side too. So I think that don't laminate them, just skip that step. And then I just used packing tape. Once I had them in set, I just taped it on one side and taped it on the other. Okay, so first section is calendars. So I just got my full spread calendar here. Nothing too crazy. We know what calendars are, but I'm gonna go ahead and skip to the next section. So the next section is schedule. So once I actually have a schedule, I'll put it in here. Seeing charts, when I actually have seeing charts again. Standards. I still have it. I need to print out actually and put that in there. And then a scope and sequence. I have done something with this, and I wanted to show you guys, this is an example of something that I like to have digital and paper. So my digital version of the planner is actually a landscape setup. So when you print things out, you see it landscape in the digital planner, but also you can't print things out because it'll still work on an 8.5 by 11 page. So this is just my scope and sequence. I have them actually filled them out the other day. I was very proud of myself. So trying to get an idea for what this year is going to look like. Here is the actual paper version if you'd rather do it in written form, or you want to do it on the computer and then print it out. This just gives you a little bit more room. Okay. I also have these brainstorming sheets that I've been not filling out yet. But I think for social distancing, I just want to have a place that I can start to jot down ideas so as I come across them. All right, folk song collection. You could, put in your songs, and I'm just leaving this open for now, but you can of course add a table down here with this header. You could just, hole punch and put folk songs in as you find them and like them. Then we got concept plan. As you're doing your prepare, present, practice, if you follow the Kodai methodology, learning goal, known songs, new songs, other activities. I did make these little to-do lists for if you are on a cart this year, so you can kind of keep track of all your manipulatives, all your instruments, and keep a little checklist of everything you need to bring with you. Lesson plan. So lesson plans, I had a few different templates. So I actually really like looking at it by month. So I have a month at a glance, and really I think this printed double-sided by accident, but I really like to have, this page would be here, and then the other page would be here, and so I can really see at a glance everything I'm teaching for the month. And I like that because it helps me kind of sequence out units and just keep track. There's another little cart, checklist, to-do list. Here's another way that I really like to just map out like an outline, is having all of the grades on one page. These are, you'll notice some of them are K6, some are K5. I have both options for people. You can put the week of, events, so anything, reminders, your to-do list, and then you can list off what you want to teach. And then I also have more in depth, so if you need to, you know, kind of write down a new lesson, you can write it down. And I have one for every grade level. I just didn't print it off. Okay, next, grade book. So grade book, same thing kind of with the folk song. I have the header, and then you can add whatever table or, you know, thing that you use, thing that you use. Oh goodness. And then parent contact. So I have a little form. You can write the student's name, you can circle kind of how you talked to them, and then any notes. Meeting notes is going to be a big one for me. I feel like I always lose handouts that I need from meetings, and so I don't really have like a good spot for them. So this year I think anything I get from meetings, I'm just going to hole punch and put right into this section. Also, I'm going to teach you guys, I forgot, I made a little like bookmark out of a folder also from Target that I'm going to teach you guys in the next video, so stay tuned for that. So I do have these little meeting note printouts that you can print out and take your notes. I just went to the Music Crew TBT conference. It was so good. So these are all their handouts, and I think that is it. Yep. So then just on the back, I do have a little back that you can also use for your cover, or again, if you really want to use this folder, awesome. What I like about that is that you can keep little handouts, and as you get papers throughout the year, you can put them in the folder, and then once you have time, you can use your hole punch, put them into the right section. So that is my paper planner. So you guys, this is the digital version of the planner. It is very, very similar because I wanted to be able to be used with the paper planner really easily and a nice transition. The first thing that you might notice right off the bat that is different is that I do have these digital tabs, just like you have tabs on the paper. I wanted to include that in here because, you know, a planner can be a really big file. You know, you don't want to have to scroll down for so long to get to your like December lesson plans. So I have it sectioned off by month, and then I also have it sectioned off by, you know, main sections, and a lot of these are the cover pages that I showed you in the paper planner. So I'm just going to walk you through how you use the tabs. Is you click on it, and then it should bring up the slide that you are going to jump to. Be careful once these links are set, you don't want to ever delete the cover page because it'll throw off all these links. But if you add more pages, say you want to add a slide underneath this, all of these links will auto adjust, so they should still work. But if you delete a cover page or a destination page, that's where it can get tricky and throw off your hyperlinks, so just be careful about that. I'll be doing a blog post teaching you guys how to make your own digital tabs if you want to do that, and I'll go more into depth in that blog post. Okay, so we're already on scene chart set. Then standards. I also had, this is just a picture, but I linked it to the AZ, you know, education site with the standards on it, so I don't actually have to keep the standards in here. You'll also notice as I go through that not every page has the tabs on them, and that is because when I first started making this, I had them on everything, and it actually started to make it lag a little bit because it's a bigger file, so the performance kind of went down. So you'll notice like the landing pages all have a tab on them, but if you go down here, this is not a landing page, it doesn't have a tab. Just so you guys are aware of that, you know, you're wondering why isn't there a tab on a certain one. Also might want to keep that in consideration if you want to make your own digital planner, that you want to be careful about that and not including the tabs on everything. Okay, let's see. So I'm on folk songs. So again, you can include your files there, concept plans. And so all these are editable. I can never say that. Then we have digital stickers. So these can be copied and pasted. So you simply just copy it. Say you want to go to February and you want to include it, a little thing in here. Oop. Yep, there we go. And then you can write your little reminder or whatever you want. Then we have right here, I think our grade book. Yep, so you can insert your table there. parent contact, same exact form, and then we also have notes. And then up here is just by a different month. So let's go to July. Here's our month, and then you can even scroll down. You have your month at a glance, you have your lesson plan week at a glance, and then you have each grade level a different one. And I just included in this just one set per month. Of course, I know that you're probably going to have more than that, and all you have to do is duplicate the slide to make another one as you need it. Okay, and then you can always, just jump around using the different tabs. So that is the digital planner. So that is all about my planner for 2021. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you some great ideas for your planner and how you can make it digital and print. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.